Alright, this is the last quarter I have of the 8-pointer I shot last week. I'm going to do a quick video of how to separate the muscles, and I'll kind of try and do it quick here just so it doesn't take up long on the video. What you got to do, come through here and cut off all this extra fat. Once you get the fat clears off, you can see the joints between the muscles. And so all you want to do is start separating them. See? You can kind of feel your way through there with your finger. It's all extra junk. Cutting board I made myself. I made it out of a couple stair treads. I used a biscuit joiner, joined it together, glued it, sanded it down, oiled it up, and been using it probably about, I don't know, 10 years or so. See all these little spaces right there? You just want to try and separate the muscles there. Don't worry if you don't get it perfect. Any of that extra stuff you get on there, you can throw in for your sausage or your jerky. I'm sorry, your sausage or your burger. So, cut down the lines. Once you get, like I said, you get all this extra stuff off here, you can just kind of feel your way through there and pull out the muscles. You can use this right here, this piece is good for like a roast. A lot of this hind quarter here I like to turn into jerky. I just ordered a new smoker. Should be delivered here any day. That's ice from the automatic ice maker in the background there. Anyways, got a new smoker coming here the next few days. My old smoker, I've had that probably 12 years or so, and it's kind of starting to break down on me. So I figured all the money I spend, I don't know, 150 bucks easily every year on getting sausage made up. So I'm going to start making my own sausage out of the deer that I get. And jerky, I used to make it in my oven, and we got a new oven a couple years ago, and then it started burning all the meat for some reason. It's not more powerful than our old one, and just got kind of ticked off with that. So I started using my smoker, and my smoker, like I said, it's not the best. I've had it for a while. So I may be doing some videos, or a video or so, on what to do smoking the meat. I know I've done one with the bear, pretty similar to that. You want any hair like that, you want to throw out. You don't want that in your food, in your meat, processed meat. It's not good. Kind of disgust somebody out, especially if they don't care too much for venison. They find a hair in it, they're going to get really freaked out. Alright, I don't know if you can see how good you can see this, but see how easy it is to separate this muscles, or these muscles. If you got any brown, dark, discolored meat or anything, if you don't want to take a chance on eating that, just trim it off. The guy's got quite a bit of fat on him. All this big veins. I myself don't care for any of this silver skin on here. I know some guys like the taste of the wild game. I love venison. I just don't like the gamey taste of it. So when since I cut up my own deer, I take all this extra stuff off. Hope this turns out okay in the video. Matter of fact, I can spin this. Let's spin this around here so I can watch. Make sure. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I guess you can see it okay. Everything's turning out good. Okay. Alright. Right here, this you can actually, this piece right here, you can take off all this silver skin, all this fat here, kind of like you're filleting a fish. Take this little boning knife here, and I'll show you how easy that is to do. I'm going to save as much meat as possible that you can. See, I mean, getting not the best, but I'm trying to do it quick here just so you guys can see how I do my butchering. See, not too bad. I mean, I could scrape that off if I want to. It's pretty thin as it is. So there's one piece. You could either make it into steaks, jerky, you know, depends on how you want to butcher your own deer if you're going to do it, or if you do it. I put all this on a tray here, like a big cookie sheet, throw it in the fridge, and take it out piece by piece so it stays nice and cold while I'm cutting up the others. This could be stew meat, or you know, slice 1/4 inch thick and make some jerky out of that too. Here's a nice, I don't know the cuts of the meat. This I think might be called the round. I just know how I cut it up. Get it out. Alright. You gotta have sharp knives doing this stuff. So good every so often to take a break, clean up your knives and sharpen them. So I do mine. We've got a couple different sections of meat in here. See this brown stuff here? I'm going to trim all that off. That's after I cut it off the deer, or quartered the deer up. It's actually right piece, this section right here that's right by the bone. So when I cut it off, that the hip bone, I guess you would call it. That's the part that's exposed to the air. Alright. See that? Yeah, you can see that already. See how the meat just separates? That's what you want to try and do, is separate it in the right spot there. Makes it a little easier. You get some extras here. There you go. Does really help though if the meat's nice and cold. Makes it easier to split up. Look at that. That's a good piece of meat there. And get the hind quarter. Well, this part. There's a lot of silver skin and I don't even know what you call this junk. But I separate all that too. It's right here. So this makes a good roast, real good roast. It's kind of big here. This is one of the bigger deer that I've shot as far as body wise goes. Pieces of meat going for some more burger. Most of the front shoulders I use for stew and burger or sausage meat. I got bone right there. So all that's in the fridge right now, staying cold. And when I get all this done, I've got scraps out of this hind quarter. I will put it in there and grind it up for burger. I shot a doe back in September for the early doe season, early doe firearm season. That took and made into, had that made into sausage and snack sticks. All these little scraps is going to go into the burger pile. Just going to trim her up a little bit. See how you see this section right here? Right here. So all you got to do, put your knife in there, separate that meat. Just be careful you don't cut yourself, especially if you're using really sharp knives. Guess they say it's easier to cut yourself with a dull knife than it is a sharp knife, but I've nicked myself a couple times cutting deer up. You take your time, it should be good. Another section. And this little bit right here is not much here, but I'll cut it off. Throw that into the burger pot. Take as much of the deer as you can. Don't want to waste any of it. Alright, that's pretty much it. Just need to scrape this a little bit down and put that in the burger pile. Make sure you don't get none of the ligaments or whatever in there. That gets caught up in the grinder, this stuff right here. It gets caught up in your grinder, depending on what grinder you have, and then you got to take your grinder part to clean it up to make your grinder function correctly. So, well, that's pretty much it. I'll show you over here. Got all this section of meat. Let's see. There's my tray. I will put this in the fridge and take it apart piece by piece. Clean it all up. And this, I'll probably clean this up, wrap this, and make jerky out of that. I'll try and make a lot of jerky with that new smoker and try some different stuff. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Any comments? Appreciate it. Thanks to all you guys, enjoying what I put on YouTube. Started as a hobby, just to put all my stuff in one spot and view it online, share it with my friends and family, and then I started getting subscribers, and I appreciate it. I know I like learning a lot from YouTube also. So thanks to all you guys out there, and keep watching. Thanks.